What are the big tax changes for 2025? New year, new tax rules, new president coming in. Well, I guess kind of new president coming in. But anyways, so we have a bunch of changes that are likely to happen with taxes coming up this year. So the big obvious one is that every year the IRS makes adjustments for inflation, just to prevent, like, as things change in lifestyles and markets, to prevent people from paying more tax than they need to be. So we're seeing inflation adjustments on things like IRAs, 401ks, tax brackets, earned income tax credit, mileage deduction, all these different things. We're seeing the updates in terms of what the changes are with those limits. Those are one big change that's happening. The bigger changes is right now the Tax Cut and Jobs Act is supposed to sunset, or a lot of it's supposed to sunset at the end of 2025. So the Tax Cut and Jobs Act, if you're not familiar, was Trump's tax rules that he did in his first presidency. So now that he's back in his second presidency, what a lot of people are expecting is him to not let those things sunset and actually to, continue and make potentially some of those things permanent, as well as extend a lot of them. Things like the qualified business income deduction. So this is a 20% deduction on qualified business income. Things like qualified opportunity zones. A lot of those things are expected. Another big one is bonus depreciation. So a lot of these things are expected to continue on now that Trump is back in office. However, we won't necessarily know until we see it. He's also made some campaign promises that we'll see if come to fruition. Big one of that is he has said he's going to make Social Security non-taxable. Right now, Social Security is taxable at different thresholds. We'll see if that actually comes to fruition. But with the Republican Congress and Trump in office, it's expected that he's going to have quite a bit of leniency with the tax stuff he wants to push through. So the biggest ones that we're expecting to see are an extenuation of all the Tax Cut and Jobs Act rules, and some of those to be made permanent, as well as potentially making Social Security not taxable. So those are the biggest things we're looking forward to in 2025. Ultimately, we'll see. Politics are politics, so we'll find out what actually happens. But those are some things to kind of keep updated with.